So, what do you do if you're injured during a situation, an apocalypse, a riot, a power grid out, a natural disaster, and you got all this prep and stuff done? You got a water supply, you have your food ready, you have medical ready, you have all this stuff prepared and ready to thrive and survive after apocalypse or a shit hits the fan situation or something like that. However, something that I didn't think about till recently is you're injured. I have injured my knee. I've been out for 2 weeks limping around. I tore a tendon in my knee at work, and it's tough to get around. And I thought, wow, if something happens, like an apocalyptic situation happens, the chances of you being injured during that is probably high. You'll have a mechanical injury at least. You'll be shot or broken bone or something. And so you've trained and thought about how to take care of that. Okay, so I've tourniquet. I did everything I could. I've set the bone, whatever, or whatever situation you have. And now I can barely get around. My water is down there by the creek. I have some water supplies up here. My food is down in the basement, right? My situation. What do? I didn't think about this. Thank goodness I have family. I'm going from a lone wolf kind of guy. How do I get it? I can suffer. I can limp or crawl my way to water or limp and crawl my way to my food supply. So the chances of us being injured during these situations are high. A chance of being injured after the situation are high. There's always out there. An assault, defending something of your own, you get injured, your shoulder's out. I got bad shoulder, and now my shoulder is really out. But unfortunately, grocery stores aren't open, and the power's out. So let's think about this. Let's start thinking about having everything convenient and hidden. It's so hard to do. It's like you want to pull up to a little station where your water is, or your food supplies. It can be got real easily. I like the gray man theory. I like hiding stuff. I don't want people to know what I got. I want them to walk in my house and be like, this dude ain't got nothing but a bunch of pot and pans. All my stuff is hidden. But if I'm injured or in a wheelchair, or I don't have a wheelchair, I got crutches or I don't have crutches, how do I get this kind of stuff? Well, let's talk about it. This is FingerStrong.com. The FingerStrongcast. This is the FingerStrong YouTube channel on Rumble. And what we do is talk about prepping. We talk about philosophies. We talk about tactical, being ready, tactical, thinking outside the box, taking care of yourself. And our motto is be prepared and stand for good. That's what I've done. I'm a 16-year plus veteran law enforcement. I've been on TAC teams. I've been to tons of training. And I've been kind of an OG prepper for years. Not like doomsday prepper, but I'm prepared. I have food in case I'm out of money. I have water in case something happens to the power grid or the system that we've set up for ourselves. So you're injured. I have a bad knee right now. I can barely get around. Thank goodness I have friends that let me loan me a wheelchair to get around and rest my knee up. This is the first time I've been down in the basement in 2 weeks to record. And if this was an apocalyptic situation, grid down right now, I got no power. I have no running water. I have a wheelchair. Thank goodness. How do I get water? All right. Well, right now with my limited movement, and I have no family. Okay. So I'm a lone wolf. My limited movement, I got fish aquariums. I got, the back of your toilet's got water. That ain't going to last you very long. So then I'd have to suffer, crawl, or figure out some way to go down to the basement where my other water supply is, or outside, like my koi pond or the creek down at the bottom of the hill. How could I do that when I can't even stand upright and so much pain, right? My wheelchair doesn't have four-wheel drive in it. Crutches, it's going to be tough. Going from here to down the creek to get water to survive while being injured, I'm exposed more than I ever would be exposed before. That's horrible. So that's stuff I think about. That's stuff that we need to start thinking about, because the odds of us being injured while something happened is pretty high. The odds of, like I said, once it's happened, us being injured, pretty high. You're going to twist your ankle. You're going to tear your shoulder up. You're going to break a finger. You're going to tear a tendon in your knee, like me. And I realized I don't have proper equipment for knee care. I got knee braces, you know. I've been lent out a wheelchair, which is great for healing. I'm off my knee. But once my knee's healed, I got to return that wheelchair. It's not mine. So now I got to start thinking about I need a wheelchair for my prep. I need crutches for my prep. I need a walker for my prep. So at least I can get around. I need to develop some kind of system to bring water up from the bottom of the hill up here so I don't have to expose myself and walk up there. So that's like hoses and pumps, you know? Stuff we got to think about. Food down the basement. I can get down the basement with a pretty serious injury. It'll suck, but I can do it if I have to. Starve to death or go down and your knee hurt to the basement and get food. We can make that happen, you know? But is there a more convenient way? Is there like some kind of elevator or dumbwaiter system that we can put in? Stuff like that is what's going to get you, you know? The small injuries you don't take care of that fester, that's what's going to get you. And all my prepping, all my philosophy is if I'm in my best health, you know? I'm tracking down the mountain to the river to get the water. I'm carrying prey on my shoulders back to the house. You know, come on, man. Mechanical injury. And now you're injured. Now what? You're slowly dying, dehydrating, and starving to death because you can't move. You got your broken bone or something. So we got to start thinking about that. So this is a quick little video. Start getting the brain spinning about what can you do? How can you survive while dealing with an injury? Put some comments down below. Let's talk about it. Let's reply to this back and forth. Any good ideas? Some kind of pump system I'd have to think of for water. Once I run out of water in the house, I can't go traverse down these hills and all this. I don't live on flat ground, unfortunately. I have to develop some kind of way to get it. Could I hook up to the gutters and have a hose running from the gutters, rainwater, to collect inside my house, maybe my bathtub or something? Maybe that's an idea I got to start thinking about. It's something I can do while I'm injured. Oh, no, okay, I'm injured. I can't go down the hill. Let me turn this knob, and now my bathtub fills up with rainwater. That's kind of obscure, but why not, you know? My wheelchair was not going to be able to go up and down. I don't have a ramp, you know, because I'm not full-time disabled. I just got a bad bum knee right now. Let's think about that, finger bangers. And check out FingerStrong.com. I try to update about once a month with new stuff, new videos and whatnots. Twitter. Come on, Twitter. Twitter's the place to be, man. You can express ideas and not to worry about being censored by big corporations. YouTube, love YouTube. YouTube's always been good to me. They're a little weird, though. Rumble's good to me. Say whatever you want to on Rumble. Right or wrong, we can talk about. We have free discussion about whatever subject we want to. That's what I love. And this tactical prepping kind of stuff is not the most controversial, but isn't the most widely accepted type of speech either. So that's what we're doing. Band together, and if you're a lone wolf, think about how you're going to take care of yourself while you're injured, because all these preps, all this water, all this food is going to do you no good if you can't get to it because you're injured severely. Build a network, friends, family, you know, make sure they're on the plan as well. You know, like my wife's taking care of me while my knee's out, but, you know, I still got air conditioning and running water and electricity, so it's not so bad, you know, but if you didn't have that, it'd be tough. AskForFingerStrong.com. Like, subscribe, follow, hit me up. Questions, FingerStrongTactical@gmail.com. Thank you.